Buenos dias, señores. Welcome to the part C of lesson 1. Are you ready? The title of our lesson is heteronym or homograph. Do you have any idea what are they? Well, they are words that are spelled alike but different in meaning and different in pronunciation. Do you think that is possible? Well, yes, they are possible. Let's get it started. Okay, the first word that I'm going to show you is the word live. Don't you realize live is like if you're going to like me, where do you live? On the other hand, live is also pronounced as live. Live is a verb that is an action word. Like what I said earlier, is I use it as an action word, as a verb. Where do you live? But if I say, for example, you are watching Manny Pacquiao's fight. Manny Pacquiao's fight is live. It means it's a real time. It means you use the word live in an adjective form. I hope you got me. Let's move on to the next word. This one, I always hear this whenever I have my coffee. I guess, I assume, the most popular coffee shop in the Philippines, I guess, is Starbucks. And then we also have a Figaro and then something else, alright? The word I'm talking about is the word tear. You could also say tear. Why? Tear is when you cry, when you're kind of like problematic, you get a lot of problems, and you are broken-hearted, and of course you cried a lot. And then like the water or the liquid that comes from your eyes is called tear or tears. And then going back to the verb, this, if you want to use this verb, becomes tear. And the past tense of tear is tore. And the past participle of tore is torn. I'm going back to the situation where I have my coffee at Starbucks. You always see this kind of, what do you call it, small sachet when you ask from the staff or the waiter or waitress, where you need like sugar or like a creamer or like a coffee. And you can get this from the small sachet. And there's a small like a phrase in there that if you want to use it, you have to open it. It says there, please tear it, or like tear it off. So I got now my own mistake. So actually, you should not pronounce this as tear in here. It must be pronounced as tear in here. In Tagalog, punin. Alright? I hope it's clear now. Let's move on to the next one. If I'm going to say this in a noun form, I'm going to say this is pronounced as or as dove. Another term or synonym for the word dove is a pigeon. Pigeon is a kind of bird, right? What if I say I'm going to use this word in a verb form? This is pronounced as, or as, sorry, is dove. Dove is the past tense of the verb. Do you have any idea? Could you whisper it to me? The word is dive, and past tense of dive is dove. For example, I dove in the Pacific Ocean last night. Okay, clear. Let's move on. The next one is the word. If I'm going to use this word in a verb, this must be pronounced as polish, like polishing the floor. The janitor is polishing the floor. It's polish. What if I say I wanted to use this word in the noun form? Can you give me? How do you pronounce this in the noun form? What do you call the people from Holland? They are called Polish. Again, let me hear you. Polish. So, This one, when you want to use it as a noun, it must be Polish. And the other hand, if you want to use this as a verb, it could be Polish. Clear? Loud and clear. Next is the word present. Present, another synonym or similar word is gift. For example, it's going to be my birthday today or today. You're going to give me some presents or some gifts. That's for noun. How about if I'm going to ask you to use this word in a verb form? How will you? Of course, this must be pronounced fast. And the pronunciation is present. For example, I'm going to present you this lesson because you need it for the daily or on the daily basis. Do you see the difference now? Cool? If you do. Let's try the next one. This one is object. Again, don't say object. You're gonna sound like a real Filipino. But if you want to sound like an American, like you have to say like object. A combination of O and then A together. You have to pronounce the two. You're at the middle of A and then O. Therefore, it must be rather object. Alright? Object is a noun. If you want to use this in a verb form, it's gonna be object. Objection or honor because you raped a crocodile. Of all the living things, why crocodile? It's just for example. Right? Okay. Next one is subject. For now, our subject for today is English. If I'm going to use this in a verb form, it's going to be subject. The pronunciation must be fast. Subject. You're subjected for investigation because you abused the turtle. The turtle? Have you ever abused a turtle? Maybe later. Just kidding. Okay, I guess it's now crystal clear. Let's move on to this word. The next word is, if I'm going to use this as a word or for the word or word verb, I'm going to say bow. Are we done? Not yet. Bow for verb. And then if I'm going to use this as a noun, it's going to be, can I hear? Would you like to whisper me? How do you pronounce this for a noun? It's going to be bow. Like bow tie or like palaso or pana, it's bow. Okay? Move on. This one, a lot of people commit the same mistake. Alright? If I'm going to use this as a noun, it's going to be desert. If I'm going to say it in a verb form, it's going to be desert, or rather dessert. Desert means to leave or to abandon. And the other one is desert, is like desierto, right? The one that you can see in Saudi Arabia. And some of my students always get mistakenly pronounce this because they say dessert. Dessert actually is double S. It's the sweets that you eat after after you had like breakfast or your dinner or your lunch. Alright? That's double S. Let's move on. This one is read. Read is a verb. Right? And the past tense of read is read. So take note, same pronunciation, different spelling. Read, present tense. Read, past tense. Next, this one is lead for verb and then led for noun. Tagal for led for noun is tingga. Next one is, this one is wine for the verb and win for the noun. Another one is adjective like winding road. Something similar or connected. How about this one? Can you guess? Breathe is what? It's the noun. How about breathe is a verb? I don't want you to breathe because you got a bad breath. Just kidding. Next one. How about this one? If you look into your clock or in your wristwatch, it's pronounced as minute. We got like 60 minutes and an hour. How about if I'm going to ask you to use this in an adjective form? The pronunciation must be, may I? What's your guess? The pronunciation must be minute. Minute means very small or tiny. It's an adjective form, like a dust or like a dirt or microbe, we cannot see them in our naked eyes. We have to use microscope. Okay, last two. Let's move on to this one. This one is when you apply for your work or your job, you need to have one of this. This is resume or resume. For noun and for verb, for example, you want to go back to your work from lunch break, and then it's 21 o'clock, you have to resume or resume. That's the verb form. Last one is this one. This one for noun, we call it proceeds. Proceeds means money or like a cash that you collected for a certain project. For example, the proceeds of this project will go to the victim of the Yolanda typhoon. And then for verb, it's pronounced as proceeds. Lucas proceeds to the restroom. Okay? I guess that's all. I hope you learned a lot from me today. Thank you very much. Don't forget, please like our page, Ingenious Training Center. You can put comments on this video. You can ask me questions. Please share, tag, and repost. Salamat po. Mahal ko kayo. Paalam.